Welcome to another episode of Just Thinking because my mind is over here going 1,000 miles a minute, literally. So much is going on. So much is going on. Charleston White and some influencers having a fight tonight. Pay per view, $25 a fight. Everybody always want to see Charleston White get his ass kicked. But now you can pay to see him get his ass kicked, okay? Like, stop playing. Get your money back. You know, that whole TK Kirkland and Scrancho. That's crazy, too. They was like, the highlight is when he picked up the baby. I do agree with that because he did a Charleston White move. He used the baby as a prop. That was the highlight. The baby said, I ain't got shit to do with this. Leave me out of it. That's what that look was for. But they might get their beef on too, celebrity match. But they's like, people don't want to see TK Kirkland, look worse. Because he already looking bad. Messing with these rookies that's coming out the house, getting into the game on some real shit. And he on that fake shit, trying to use a brother to come up. TK Kirkland should be ashamed of himself. I thought he was solid. I was like, ooh, you need to chill out and just be quiet. Let this pass you by, brother. Because this is just too goddamn much. Too damn much. And it's so sad because he is a legend. He is somebody's grandpa out here and shit. They look good for a grandpa. Him, Mayweather, one of them. There's some sexy grandpas out here. Shit, stop playing. So a lot is happening. So I updated y'all on my community board regarding that case with Anissa Willis. That's so sad with that lady and stuff. And she was dating a psychopath, guys. That guy was like doing his ex-partner dirty. Whew! When they go to the Army and the Navy and they be over there with all of that killing with they ain't sleeping on alert 24/7. You think they come back and just be normal motherfuckers, civilians? Not. Them niggas can't sleep. You don't know what they thinking about when they on top of you humping. You know what I mean? Shit. For real though, but unfortunately, a nice, beautiful sister who was 40 lost her life looking for love. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to be alone, Shit, you don't know anyone overnight. You can be with someone 20 years and still don't know them. You know what I mean? You could be like, damn, did I know you at all? Like Little Boozy said. You'd be gonna like, what? Damn, you was a snake too? I'm sleeping with the enemy. My girl, I can't think of her name, Sandra Bullock played that, I think. She was sleeping with the enemy. So my daughter saved me again. Thank you, Queen Regina. Hi. My daughter saved me again. Thank God. Because I got kicked out of both shelters for basically assisting a person. But now I'm going to go see a therapist because I want to know what made them people attack me like that. What made them kick me in the streets like that. It was never no violence, no threats. And when it was the other side, not me. You understand? So what made them attack me? And is it me? So we going to go get a certified professional to tell me. Because I don't understand. I'm quite confused. You kind of got me tripping on this one. Okay? Because I know for a fact. I've been going through this type of professional bully mentality with people. Basically throwing rocks and then hiding their hand and saying it's me. And when I defend myself, I get messed up in the game. With that facility that I was staying in, I could get killed up in there. I've never been maced. The way they was grabbing Miss Mary's hand like excessive like that, I thought back in only the movies. I only seen that type of stuff in the movies. I didn't grow up in a house of domestic violence and seeing my mom and shit. I ain't saying some things didn't happen, but that wasn't an ongoing thing in my home. In my home, me growing up, I didn't grow up in a facility. I grew up in a house, a home with a mother, a working mother. So I didn't see abuse like that. And I can only imagine what the people was going through in the 1950s when they was fighting for our civil rights. And they was getting hosed and grabbed like that. Like, I just saw the fear in that lady and her eyes widened. And, no, like, it was scary for me. Like, oh my gosh, this is really going down real time. But the bottom line is they said that I assaulted them. I didn't. I mean, I defended myself, but I didn't ball my fist and say, I'm going to punch you. I didn't do that. I didn't make no threat. See, this is what's confusing to me because they say it's body language too. So I need to find out what's happening so we don't keep experiencing this thing. Okay? But so I got kicked out of both Boston shelters, which I do need. I believe my anxiety's up. I just believe I'm piling things on top of things. Myself personally. And I just think they're coming across wrong. But I still don't want to harm. I don't want to be harmed, and I don't want to harm anyone because, you're not going to treat me a certain way because I'm black. You're not going to use excessive force with me when I am not a real threat towards you. Okay? Come on. Like, that's what, like, this is, when I say colored, I mean these is colored people, black people that's doing this. This is not a white person that's doing this. Young too, abusing their power and their authority, but God sees everything. So I just put it in his hands and I keep it pushing. I was trying to get into a lot of the shelters because of immigration. They're saying they're all full and they don't have any beds. So now I'm forced to sleep in the streets, guys. Go to this other shelter. This other shelter is, what they give you is the floor, electricity, a cold meal in the restroom. Period. There's a business like this. People stand in line to get into a business to wait to sleep on the floor. No beds, no cots, no nothing. Literally, you're out the streets on the floor. And no one owns the space. So let's not cut up in here, motherfucker. Make room for the next one that come through. Okay? So I'm playing trying to hog up all the space. Come on, it's only a little bit of the floor. What the fuck? But for real, it's real out here. You know what I mean? And the other thing is outreach, where a person go and record that you're in the streets, but you have to be a certain place. They don't even answer their phone. I heard that doesn't even exist. So you're gonna see a lot of people in this position because that's just crazy. It's like, it's all black women I know that's in this position. And one shelter I'm not barred from, but every time I go back, they just say they don't have any beds. And it's like, I'm not a beggar. I don't know what to do. So I'm thankful my daughter did rescue me. And I'm sleeping in a nice, soft queen bed. And I'm really trying with all my heart and all my soul to adjust some things. You know what I mean? So that I work in my favor as opposed to, people accusing me and even thinking I'm a piñata and they can beat me with the stick like you gonna get some candy out of me. What's wrong with you? Come on now. I'm not anyone's piñata. I'm trying to get this bread. Like, you see this lump right here? I'm trying to get this weight over that lump. Which my doctor said, don't worry about it if it doesn't bother you. I'm like, okay. But it's there. Just letting you know, a lump came up over my head, on my head overnight. Like, I'm like, boom, what the fuck, say? What happened? I don't even know. I'm just sitting up here with a fucking nugget. Like, what? But you know, the doctor don't see that. She's just like, if it doesn't bother you, hey. I'm like, oh gosh. So I gained 4 pounds, guys. I gained 4 pounds, believe it or not. Because I love to eat. And when you got money and you're homeless, you're gonna eat. You know what I mean? I don't do drugs. I used to smoke cigarettes, but psychologically I thought it was me putting the cigarettes to my mouth. So now I'm just replacing the cigarettes to the food. And then they be feeding me too. And I'm like, no, don't do this to me. You know I love to eat. Stop playing. So, still miss Mom. Can't believe she's gone. I haven't even properly grieved her. Her birthday will be soon. My mom was a blonde. She was an original blonde from back in the days. But she was a blonde. She always wore her hair short and blonde. And I think I want to do something in honor of that with my mom. And she was a bus driver, you know. So I just think about that. Like, damn, my mom is gone. That should be like so real. But I knew she was sick and I knew she was suffering. And God did give us more time than she probably wanted to with all the pain she endured. You know, but I still think about my mom like, damn, Mom is gone, you know. My mama's gone. And I don't know if I got attached to the old lady because of that factor. And then come to find out, right? I talked to both of her children, okay? I talked to her daughter. She said she got shelter, right? I said, yes, she do. So today I saw her son. He act like he was mad because I brought it to his attention. Like, yo, this is what's happening with your mother. And we both got in this situation. We both got kicked out of the shelter. He told me he got his own daughters basically to worry about. Whew. Walked off. Didn't even say bye. I was like, damn. I didn't know it was like that, but, you know, she was just like, she was down there because she had to go to her hospital appointment. But he didn't speak nice of his mom today. And I didn't like that. I wouldn't repeat it. But it wasn't good. And I was like, And I remember him living with his mother when he was past the age. You understand what I'm saying? These kids get grown and really think like they can. It's like they be trying to be competing against their parents. Like, I'm better than you. No, be better within you. Don't try to compete against anyone, not me or anyone, you know. Be better within you. Not in front of me, but behind me. Because that's what really counts. And that's what really matters. And when you see red flags, you got to really respect those red flags for the truth. Because that's not anyone but God informing you, opening your eyes, enlightening you. As they say, they want the enlightenment. God enlightens because he speaks the truth. Everybody else, it's a 50-50 chance. They could be lying or they could be telling the truth. But God did say, don't put your trust in man because he will let you down every time. And you know what? I believe God. I don't believe man. So it's just what it is. Oh, guys, I couldn't do this for a very long time. Couldn't do this for, thank God for my daughter. She helped me. She helped me with my hair. So that is like I could comb through. I couldn't comb through my hair once I was in the streets and everything. So I'm happy my daughter got me, like, she allowed me to come back and everything because it was brutal out there. The princess was getting scruffed, guys. Like, ah! Like places I was going, the things that I was putting myself in, but for people. You know what I mean? Like, but me technically, I would never be like, mm-mm. That's just too much for me. Too much. Too much. I be running. I don't try to judge anybody, but goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. Can't you do better for yourself? I mean, it's you. You gotta be your own champion. Fuck putting your head down. You know what I mean? Put your head up. Hold your head up. I don't care what you go through, and I go through some shit, and that's the issue with me. They be wanting me to put my head down. I couldn't even cry for my mom, so how am I going to put my head down for bullshit that ain't real? I can't, and I won't. And I'm not falling for that because I know I didn't do anything. Because when you do things to people, it's not just one thing. It leads up to a group of things. Like that's why when the police arrest you, it's not just for one thing. You start getting this charge, that charge, this charge. So the same thing. It ain't just boom boom and it's like that. No, life don't go that quick and it don't go that easy, baby. Okay? That's two things that I can assure you about life. As they say, Rome wasn't built overnight. It wasn't. So anyways, I gotta go out here to this job. I got lost today. I got the right train. But I got off at the wrong stop, and they did say a time frame, so I missed it. And I'm going beyond what I know, so I'm a little hesitant because people be coming up missing. Never sleep, okay? Even down there in the homeless camp, they was coming up missing. This thing in my city on Facebook called Mass and Cast, where people, loved ones, be missing. They just found the body over here too. So I'm in their business. I'm in my business. I'm happy that my daughter threw me the lifeline. Because, girl, your mama was out here. Ooh. But let me tell you something. I never went back to what God delivered me from. Period. Okay? See, that's what I was explaining to my friend today. I was like, I'm very proud of myself, of me. It's not about what I have. It's about the way I behave behind closed doors when no one is there. It's about me keeping it real and not lying to myself or devaluing myself or even making the wrong choices or being desperate to put myself in harm's way for the measly things. It's about me accepting my truth. And this is the first time in my life, not anyone else's, but my life, that I accepted it. Okay, that's what it is. I don't have it. People don't go around giving you money and shit like that. Even your homies, your family, your mom. I seen, but my mom, she did help me. She helped me. I didn't really want to go there with her because my mom is sick, but that's what parents do. They're going to help their children when they see them in need, even when they're sick. But I put a lid on that shit like, nah, ma, I can't, even if she's expecting a different outcome and whatever, but thank you. She's like, you didn't want to ask me? And I was like, nah. So they didn't care. My mother didn't care. My mother was laying on her deathbed. She didn't care about shit. She was fighting for life. The material things didn't even matter. When it got to a time where it was really critical, like for her in her life, not me, but her, where she knew this shit is serious. Like this ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Your attention is all on that and it's always something else. when you're sick, that shit just pile up on you because when you have a weakened immune system. So it's like a group of motherfuckers jumping you, kicking you when you down, stomping you out. You can't fight. You want to try, but shit, you know, it's like, you lose that battle, you know, because you're not physically equipped. You're not strong enough to. Your mind can't think. You got death on your mind. So you can't even think and be at peace with whatever it is because so many things is happening in your mind. It's going bizarre and berserk. And your just focus is now is damn when I'm going to die because you know it's going to happen. You know? And then, you know, people are cruel and mean. I would never have thought that I would have had that response from those children. You understand? There was a lot of elderly people in the shelter. Some was treated very well, very good. It's like you can come here forever, die here, whatever you want, it's yours. We ain't even trying to get you housing. And then they deny housing. And some of them need that situation because it's like they need eyes on them, especially when they're sick or, you know, they're elderly or, you know what I mean? You got a lot of services that are there for them, and especially when their children is not checking in on them. So it's so much going on, and it works for some people. I'm not saying that, but some people that just need housing and is like, you know, pretty much put together. They already is ahead of what your assignment is. They're already doing everything you're suggesting. Like some people, you do have to. You gotta meet people where they're at in life, and you can't be upset because a person is really there. You know what I mean? You can't be upset because of that, because you're supposed to be advocating for yourself and trying and doing everything you're supposed to do to get out of your situation. And if you're not, then that's the atrocity. If you're just getting high and just, you know, cool with shit the way it is, what we talking about? If it's not self-improvement. Sometimes people be putting sweat equity into the things on the outside to think, like, if I get here, I'm going to be all right. That's good, but put that energy in you. Get there. Get there behind closed doors when no one see you, when the lights is off. You understand? Get there. Wherever there is for you in your life that make you put your head up as opposed to down. You understand? I fry my food in olive oil now, guys. I'm so happy I could do my hair. I couldn't do my hair for like 2 months. Thank God my daughter helped me. Thank God. You know, sometimes I just be wanting to cry, but I gotta be very strong because I can't be weak. I can't be vulnerable. I'm amongst sharks and predators and werewolves and Bigfoots. You understand? I'll be there, guys. My daughter doesn't like the house to be filled, so, I'm trying to chill and respect her wishes because I no longer invest into the property, so it's really truly her home, and I want to respect her home and wishes. But I'm really working on your sauna. I've really been going to the gym. I've really been listening to different affirmations and really been working. I've been working on myself, like Mary said, a work in progress. Because when it's in you, it's hard to be a certain way, but can you do things different? Yes. And that's what we're looking for, the better way to represent myself, period. Because, I can't be letting these people think that it's okay to be running around here missing me. Or I get kicked out because you want me to shut up and mind my business. Okay, fine, whatever. I gotta deal with it. I was in a nice, beautiful place. It was nice. The facility was nice overall. It was just that individual, but for most parts, the facility was really nice. It was clean. You could leave your phone there. It's a real nice setting for someone, especially for someone old too. You know what I mean? But again, when you're dealing with people that has little patience with the elderly, it just comes across awkward. It really do. It comes across awkward. Like, you fucking mean, you meanie. Oh, you a Cruella de Vil. I see how you do. You know how it is. Don't mess with Nana. What? And guess what? I found out she wasn't even 74. She was 78 years old. That lady been through a lot. And you kicking her when she's down. It's fucked up. Woo. But now I'm forced to mind my business, guys, And that's just what I will do because her kid was basically said if she didn't put herself in that situation, she wouldn't be being treated like that. She wouldn't be getting treated like that. There's a lot of people in that situation for whatever reason, but they're not treated a certain way. They're treated like gentle flowers. They're treated with compassion, love, dignity, and respect. Okay? They're given. They're navigated. In Massachusetts, well, they haven't yet, but in other places, but it'll be in Massachusetts soon. I think Virginia, they just raised the able-bodied work requirement to the age of 52. Okay? Now, if you're 52, you gotta work for your food stamps. You gotta go down there and show some type of participation. That's just what it is. It's over now. So back in the days, And still today, people say, the welfare system was created for black people to, or women to disrespect their men and basically remove the fathers from the children. I don't know how that myth got out there, but that was incorrect, because the right thing to do for a couple who had a baby in order for them to be successful was to both go into the welfare department together to generate a better lifestyle and income, like the Haitians do when they come here. They go in there with their children, man and woman, the whole family unit. I don't know who created that myth, and believe me, the husband's getting food stamps and the wife is too. So two people getting food stamps, okay, for the same people in their family is better than one person getting food stamps and the child still know their father. Go down there lined up outside the government facilities, the welfare offices. They're around the corner. They're getting Uber cab assistance. They were first at the hospital. They were getting meals. My cousin said that it's nothing but Haitians in the shelter with her. Again, they go to the welfare office, man, woman, and child, and they get the services that they need. And they also go to the hospital first. When they just come here, they don't just come here and just think they can just migrate. No, they're navigated. They're navigated into the places where they should go. And even in the shelter, when I was first there, it was nothing but pregnant ones coming there. After that, then they would have the baby and leave, but they was also having their mothers go in there, and at sometimes before 6:30, you couldn't even get a bed. There was one night when they had like 17 people, but you had to basically sleep up or be jammed in this room. Who is running these shelters? Foreigners. Even if they look colored or are colored, talk really good like English. The men are very aggressive from the foreign countries, and they will put hands on you really quick. Stop playing, okay? Even when you ask for a pair of panties, bitch was like, and then told me he wasn't afraid of me. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? You're not afraid of me? Who is big ass motherfucker? Like, woo, woo. He ain't afraid of me. You shouldn't be, because you big and tall enough. I'm afraid of you. That's what it really is. You understand? But it's an unequal fight because you have weapons. I have nothing. You're a man. You know what I mean? It's like gender is important when you're in a battle. You understand? Yeah. You ain't gonna be slinging Big Bertha around, because Big Bertha go toe to toe with your ass. Like, put him up, nigga, be ready to pound, bow, 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 and knock you out. Don't play. My little ass, I might have to be coming at different angles looking for everything to hit your ass with. Because look at me. Look at me. I'm all small and short and shit. Come on. Don't be playing that game with me. They said Bob Barker died today at 99. He lived to be a whole 99-year-old man. Ooh, 99 years. He is the one who have a lot of the soaps for the homeless people, like little soaps and things like that. They have his seal on it. Today, I had a fresh smoothie. I mean, with fresh fruit, not the frozen fruits that I normally go and get. The processed fruit, not that. I think I'm around here doing something and still eating all of this sugar. Not that. The fresh fruit, like bananas fresh, strawberries fresh. Ooh, some oats, cinnamon, and honey. Ooh. $12 a pop. I said, Lord, can I eat like this every day? Every day? Of course I can't. And then right after that, I went and got a burger from Tasty Burger. And y'all know it's a process. So you have to really, like, you're in a struggle between eating right, eating healthy, eating good foods, winging away from them old bad habits you love. You know what I mean? Because you love your junk food, cookies and candies and cakes. But it's a way you should have to be able to eat that. Not overeat, excuse me. It's just eat enough. When you exercise, the exercise is what helps you, in my opinion, okay? Is what helps you not want to eat. You understand? You will be more thirsty, but you don't want to eat. You understand? Like, okay, you can, with the exercise, you can afford to miss a meal. And even if you do, eat a meal, just go and exercise. Don't be too hard on yourself. I realize I have a lazy girl fitness exercise lifestyle. And the reason that I call it lazy girl is because some people are literally injured. And this function right here, some people can't even do it for 10 seconds. Raise their arm this high. They can't even do this one simple function because they're injured. Like, I can't really do the knee stuff because I'm injured. You understand? I can't carry weight because I'm injured. So you want to stay fit. You don't want to be depressed because you start losing mobility and function, and that's the reality of your situation. Hey, KYH, thank you guys. I really do appreciate y'all tuning in to me. So you have to be. You have to build yourself up because basically my body within me is breaking down. Like, my bones is degenerating. And that is nothing topical. I understand that. So the thing is, if they didn't give me the shot, I really could not walk. I mean, my feet be so touched to the, be so soft to the touch. It'd be so tender when I be on the floor. My legs stiffens up. I'd be like this, like I'm 100 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn. And then when I be seeing the people I don't like, I be like, yeah. But for real, I'm like, what happened to me, Lord? I be praying because I'm like, why is this happening to me? I don't even do drugs. I don't drink. I mean, I have drinks occasionally, but not enough to wound me. I was like, I did this to myself, so that is why I really started working on my diet. Because I said, if I did this to myself and caused all of this inflammation to my body, how can I reverse this thing? How? So instead of just talking about it, now I just go into the gym and, it's a good meditative practice. I be in my own world. I'm always jamming Little Baby. I be jamming Little Baby. I get on that treadmill. I just got something that shakes this blubber. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake this blubber. I be like, oh, okay, I feel that. Then it tried to like go fast so I could run. I was like, oh, stop playing. Emergency stop. Oh no, I said cool down. No, I was like, you must be playing. You can stop right now. Treadmill. You trying to kill me? Y'all know I'm just getting back in the gym, but it feels so good. But since that, I am not still able to run for the bus or cross the street. Sometimes when you press the signal, you can cross the street. It's like 25 seconds. I really be taking 25 seconds. As cute as I am, moving like a damn snail, an old ass lady. If you don't know how old I am now, boy. But I be like, oh hell no, I'm not. We got the marathon state. What is wrong with me? So we go through all of these tests, and I used to look up things in WebMD, which was really informative, really helping me to understand in layman terms what is going on with my health. So, but then it was like, you shouldn't do that, and it's worrisome. It will worry you. You know what I mean? It will worry you. So I stopped doing that. But this time when my findings came back regarding my leg, I just got overwhelmed. I didn't know which way to go. I said, I'm going to leave this alone. So right now, I don't have no clear knowledge, only the knowledge of what someone informed me of, because truthfully, I don't think I'm able mentally to be able to deal with any more letdowns. I'm tired of it. It's overwhelming. I have to step back just to save my mental health and just step back. Step back from all of this mumbo jumbo. Let's get this shit in order. You know what I mean? And I just feel like so much is coming at me at one time. I can't breathe. So I haven't really been getting in other people's business because truthfully, I have had my own business. And then we got the goddamn photos and memories that want to come across my goddamn timeline and remember and remind me. I'm like, did I ask for you today? Damn, hi boo boo to my car. Like missing driving because I'm like, oh, it was a problem too. And I'm not a liar, so not that I can't lie, but I'm not a liar. Like I'm not a habitual liar. Like every day I don't wake up to be like, I'm gonna tell you a lie, but I lie. Okay? But I'm not a liar to the point like that's my thing. But for instance, let me clear this up. So I lie to myself, it's okay. I lost my car. Because I have to feel that way. Because if I don't, I will allow that to pressure me. And then, I know I can't do anything about that matter. You understand? I couldn't lie to the people and tell them, come this day, because I was uncertain of my income. And that is the thing that is jamming me up. Income. A lot of this stuff is unclear. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of things. So, trying to get through it under my mental health, for me, it's like, how can I grab this? How can I grab that? How can I grab this? You know what I mean? How can I put this in order? So I lie to myself, it's okay, I got this. But shit, I'm lying. I'll be weak as a motherfucker. I'm like, where's the motherfucking weed? Where's the drink? God damn it. Bury my head in the pillow and be like, Then I'll be like, alright, it's out. That was a lot, huh? Okay. Listen, Charleston White is fighting tonight. That rhyme. Charleston White is fighting tonight. I'm Team Charleston. Team Dewberry. Y'all already know. But Charleston get 'em. I swear, if T.K. Kirkland was Charleston's age, I think they would have been having a fight. Charleston done whooped that man with the truth in his mouth. So he done already lost. And that video resurfacing of him getting duffed a couple of times, I was like, oh Lord. Sometimes when you watch these channels and you out, and you be like, oh my goodness, you be laughing for days. People be trying to figure it out. What's she laughing about? None of your business. But that shit be funny. So, sometimes the new world, the new way today in this world is controversy. Because we have the appetite to see it. And some of us have the appetite to be involved in it. Like, yeah, this is my moment to shine. I'll be like, you could have saved that one for backstage, girl. But for real, let's see what else is happening. Well, let me find out. I ain't got shit to talk about, guys. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Look, I don't swear as much. I improved. I think so. I used to swear every other word. But now I'm really trying to bring my deliveries to be better when I express myself. Because I know I can. I don't have to be swearing. I don't have to drop a F-bomb because I can and I live in America and I want to. Some people like to swear. I was one of them. But then I was like, you swear too much, girl. And then I was like, I know. My daughter saved me. The good kids will save you. The bad kids will let you rot in hell in the wicked shelter system and let you get treated so poorly. That's worse than going into an old folks home. And the sad part about it, you don't have to be old. You can just be disabled. I mean, you never know when you're going to be around that corner hitting that crack pipe and shit. Like, damn, I'm out here too. Like, you out here too? And they swear I be getting high. I'll be like, listen, if I got high, you don't even have to know it. It won't be a secret. A crackhead is on high alert. They out there. They don't give a fuck. Something about the crackhead there, that drug make them feel invincible and like invisible, like they be like the emperor with no clothes. Like, man, don't you see what you doing? They be like, I don't care what I'm doing. I don't see what I'm doing. Be like, emperor, you don't have on no clothes, you dig? They're like, yes, I do. All his glamour and arrogance, that gleam in his eye. It's like, fool, you don't put your ass, get some clothes on. Go in the house and put some clothes on, emperor. You had to rewrite that story. That's just what you be like, yo. Maybe the emperor was doing drugs back then. I don't get it. How come you don't got no clothes on? Charleston's gonna kick ass tonight. Say Cheese got Charleston and Waka got his opponent. And that man pushed Charleston. Charleston was like, psst, I sprayed the whole bitch. Or what was it saying? I super soaked that hoe. I super soaked that hoe. I super soaked that hoe. Hey, I super soaked that hoe. That's what I should be wearing. My Charleston white t-shirt that says I super soaked that hoe. He really did though. The sad part about that shit, I like Soulja Boy, but he tried to pull rank on an elder. That wasn't cool. He was gonna try to teach an elder a lesson. Be careful when you're trying to run around here teaching these old wise men lessons. They be strapped, boy. As 50 said, get the strap. They be strapped. They be coming out the cut, and then don't be them Dracos. It be that old rusty funky at 38 that's gonna get that job done. Even a 2-2. See, them 2-2s be traveling and ping, ping, ping off your bones, hit your brain. And next thing you know, you laying out there and nobody can help you because you couldn't help yourself from fucking with an old man. You understand? So, the bottom line is this. Never underestimate your opponent. That's what a wise man will tell you. Because when you think you just gonna push a man off his feet, he gonna come back with that gel mace like... He had it in his hand like, I need some of them gloves, some mace gloves too. That mace is no joke. So when Soulja Boy went running, I stayed in the hospital for 5 hours after they maced me. 5 hours. That shit was burning the next day. 24 hours later. All right here. Woo! All of this was burning. And they gave me milk. They allowed me to take a shower. And they was like putting milk on it. Milk helped my eye, but it didn't help my skin with that burning sensation. And then my white friend, Chris, she was like, oh, my friend, she got... I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't right, my white friend. I just didn't say my friend Chris. My friend Chris. Well, like, my friend got maced. I was like, yeah, baby. I told you this thing can happen to me. Me and Chris was having this conversation. Because you know why? Hold on. What JC said, as long as the villain wins, you can fill it in as long as the villain wins. To hear those people talk like that about their mother, to see them people do that, those was the villains. That broke my heart. I was like, so she ain't just there getting the medical help. She's there like, when you treat people poor, you basically is trying to kill them. You do know that, right? Look at my pretty beautiful hair. My mom said, well, my hair used to be braided. My hair wouldn't stay braided. It used to unravel at the ends. Yeah, look at that. It's doing the same thing years later in life. Mama didn't lie. Hey, you know something? Spike Lee, I know this is old, right? But it's new to me. But Spike Lee has a documentary about tracing your roots back, especially your mother's side of the family, because I don't know. Mothers be secretive. You know what I mean? They just be coming north during a time where our mothers came up in the civil rights, I want to say, civil rights era. That's when our mothers came up, you know what I mean? Again, they was fighting for freedom, for rights, you know? But you know what? The kids was still in order. Even though they was going through the stuff that they was going through as black people and fighting for rights and out there marching and meeting Martin Luther King, by the way, the kids were still in order. It wasn't mama's out there, mama didn't do this and mama didn't do that type stuff. You know? The kids today, they be like mad because mama's working. And then mama want to go out. Mad because mama don't want to cook. When you get a certain age, you need to be cooking. Mama didn't cook. Shit. You understand what I'm saying? By 10, your ass should be knowing how to cook some motherfucking hot dogs. Something. You should know something by 10. Okay? What they call them? Lock key children. They used to open up the cans and eat raviolis all day and shit. You should know something. Stop playing with me. Talking about you blaming mama for working. You know what I mean? Shit, them bills in that motherfucking house. Yeah, bills cars. Daddy ain't here. You know that. So you should be out here being on your best behavior instead of blaming your mother for doing her best. That's just mad disrespectful. You didn't this and you didn't that. And what did you do? Did you teach yourself all the things I didn't teach you, baby? Because if you did that, then you did great. Because you know I dropped the ball. But I hope you didn't drop the ball on yourself once you recognize what you need. Huh. You understand? I don't play that shit, you know. They don't understand. Mamas be going through some things out here on these jobs with these men, with these schools, with people just trying to minimize their worth and just try to tell them the moon is pink. You know what I mean? Mamas go through some things. Mama and parents was designed to be strong. I think that's the only thing we could teach our kids, how to deal with fucked up situations accordingly. And if we deal with them wrong, you know, not that we got to be perfect, but if we deal with them wrong, there's going to be a consequence. And that's what I think when we let our children down, when we make the wrong decisions, you know, for whatever reason. When the time comes for us to be that hero, we become that villain. But as someone said, it's always a lesson, and I agree too. But certain lessons, you know, can cost the entire family, and it ain't those babies' fault. It ain't those babies' fault. You know what I mean? It's just not. So that poor lady that they found today, the lady Alyssa Willis, that was so bad. Oh boy, dumped her right in the cemetery. Like, it's either the trash or the cemetery. Her mother, or whomever it was, her cousin, said she had body enhancements. She had her stomach fixed and her ass, you know, big and everything. So when the police asked for a description, she was giving her the enhanced image of the young lady. Said she be wearing wigs and shit. All I think about when I see wigs, I think about Kanika Jenkins, my poor baby, how she died. Not in her natural, you know, beauty, her natural self. And I like Kanika. Kanika was a fly little one, you know, but I always think about that. Like, people ain't even dying in their true image and look. Men are, for most parts. But women, it's just too much motherfucking trinkets on. Like, who are you? Who are you? You know what I mean? There's no real identity of you. You feel me? You can stay in a morgue for a very long time when you don't have ID and it's not who you say you are. That's how you come up missing too, to be quite honest, because no one can identify you. The shit didn't happen to you. So you're laying up somewhere and, because you're not looking like Becky, looking like another B chick, nobody can identify you. You know what I mean? It's just horrible, horrific. I went over my friend's house and I was like helping him and shit. He tried to minimize my worth. Like, you can't even tell me I did a good job. Oh, hold up. We don't need to be doing no jobs over here then. If it's really hard for you to acknowledge me to say you did a good job, something wrong. Because, nigga, that shit was a mess. But you started talking shit like, oh, I can. But you still talking about what you need, not for me. I don't get it. I don't know. I tried. You couldn't even acknowledge that I tried. I don't know. I think I should be expecting a compliment when I do a job well done. I don't give a fuck whatever it is. Acknowledge that all the time. Don't just dismiss what I do like, oh, it's nothing. Because my kids is who I did for. And the reason I'm using past tense is because my children are adults now. I'm not in no relationship, so that's kind of me. You understand? So don't try to downplay that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is, wherever it is, shit ain't right, because I shouldn't be doing this. Sometimes we just put our energy into things that, just ain't, it's not giving a return. You feel me? Then we be like, oh, I want this and I want that. You can't give that because you didn't invest into that. Even if it's a caring feeling, you didn't invest into that with me. I was always the homie. So that's what you got. You got the homie. It ain't no too much I'm going to say because it's not my business. But I can listen, you know what I mean? So you got to be smart about things. You got to be smart about, the things you do and the way you move. And bitches like you, they be like, okay. But, when you're paying attention to a nigga's moves and they awkward. Like, when I don't like you, I don't give a fuck. But I'm aware. You know what I mean? But I don't care. But I'm aware. So, it's like, don't expect certain things from me. Because that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because I be expecting the truth. Let me know what's up. And you know what you be on? That slick motherfucking, a bitch is stupid. Yeah, she 20. Is she new to it? Not true to it. You know what I mean? I just be wanting to know what it do, what's up. And if you can't really be like, what's up, put that shit on the table, ain't nothing though. I don't even need to know no more, because when you don't say nothing, I know I shouldn't be saying nothing. Because you're not fighting, you're not showing, you're not, you know what I mean? So I'm out of order. You understand? But I just can't go back because it's like my time I'm looking at. It's like I was there to do something. I don't know what your intentions were, but it should have got done. You know what I mean? And you gotta find someone else now, because I don't start projects and then do them late and shit like that. I don't do that, not even with myself. I'm not like that. I like to do a job. Excuse me. I like to get a job and do it and finish it that day. Come on, stop playing with me. You know what I mean? Especially easy shit. No, things that are not rocket science. You know what I mean? As JC said, light work. That shit's supposed to be done in and out when you're serious. But you know, when you ain't serious, that shit be lagging, but not with me. Gotta do that shit with somebody else. Can't even stop. I'm on that motherfucking too long King George shit. It ain't even about me having it's just my time right now. You know what I mean? And then it's like finding things to do with my time. I don't just like hang out and not do anything. You know, even if it's recording, it's my content. It's for me. It's helping build views. You know what I mean? I'm putting that sweat equity into my content, my page, my channel. I'm just not doing anything. You understand? So that's weird to me. Like, who just not do anything? Like, even if I'm like sleep, but I was in a position where I couldn't leave because you didn't like the lock. You have to be there. So I don't want to just leave the door open and shit and be like, yo, I gotta go. But now I know the lesson is when you move, I move too, because we ain't playing that game. If you got something to do, you can holler at me when you don't got something to do. So we can be on that page. And it's so funny. I was like, yeah, you know how shit be. Are we still good? Because I don't want shit to come up and then, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm en route. Because now I'm really in the gym. I'm doing something with my time. Like, my kids is grown and I don't have much, you know. It's like either I'm going to get into something good or I'm going to get into something wrong. Or I'm not going to do nothing, and nothing is just as wrong to me. Nothing is compared to doing wrong to me because I'm not doing anything with my time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and like, you know, I'm a bird. I like to fly, so I need to be out. You know, I'm like a butterfly. I need to be flying. I need to see what's going on. I see beauty in just the things around me. I want to be able to turn my camera on and catch something that I shouldn't have caught. I'm a content creator. You know what I mean? So I'm always with myself doing capturing and camera work and, you know, videography stuff and things like that. So I just can't be in one place and in a box. That's stupid, you know what I mean? And I'm upset because hi D Watson, how are you? I like your song too, but I'll be like, yo, I just gotta fly. You know what I mean? I can't be in no box, and I can't deal with people that can't tell me this is the deal. So I don't care about you doing you, but I need to do me too. And that's just how it works in the world, in the community where we're handling our affairs. You know what I mean? Look at this, guys. I'm sweating like a mad woman. Ah! Okay. Y'all gonna watch the fight tonight. It's $25 on PPV. Chelsea White is going to get the bag tonight. Chelsea White will win the fight. I predict Chelsea White winning the fight. I don't care about old boy, but, you know, I'm happy that, you know, when you fuck with Charleston White, one thing for certain and two things for sure, you gonna win. You gonna win because you gonna get views. You gonna win because he is hot. You gonna win because he chose you. He threw you an assist. You don't just talk to anybody. When that man click on, I've been on platforms where I tried to get in there, only certain people was privy to talk to him. Not everybody. They be like, you hot, move off. You understand? So don't get that shit twisted. But Charleston White, when he put you down, That's a good thing, you know what I mean? And even TK Kirkland, if he decide he want to do business with you, if he engage in the foolishness, it's like, who he talking about? Blah, blah, blah. You know you getting views just like that. There's no one hotter than Charleston White. There's no one hotter than Charleston White. Charleston White is like the pokey side piece. You know what I mean? Putting the. I'm not saying that there weren't people putting like the South on the map, but I'm saying certain people, okay, got everybody's ears perked up and eyes wide, like, okay, country, bum, 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 bum. Ooh, King George, what? And Pokey, side piece, yay, yay. I love Pokey, okay? I love him, all right? And I'm happy he was just an average man that came and just did him. And we need that. We need that. Because you know what? We be looking good, but we need to get into the lane where it's the grown and sexy and it's the adults, not these little kids. And I mean, I'll be wanting to hear Pokey, King George, see him, all of them. You know what I mean? And stuff. Like, when the young people are in there, they know what time it is. They falling back. You know what I'm saying? When it's the old folks' time, they showing that respect. They just going to get their motherfucking drinks. They chilling. You understand? You want to be around that type of company. That you can play all types of good music. You know? Rap is beautiful. And certain artists, yes, I will always rock with them. Little Baby is one of them. 50 Cent also. Primarily for what they stand for. Their character, behavior. And I love their music, okay? That's the young and mature type of individual that can hang with the OGs. Because they're mature. They're not idiots. You ain't got to worry about your wife getting stucky poo or them being community. You know what I mean? They know how to rock. They know how to handle themselves around the adults, the aficionados. Because when they're elderly, when they're the elders and they're letting you in their fold, they're aficionados. You scared to see how they move. You never paying for shit. The real elders that be about their business, all you gotta do is come through. I don't know about that other stuff. But the real elders be about their business from sun up to sundown. Okay? So, anyways, there's a lot of things going on, you know, and if you want to see a really good fight, go get your popcorn, go get your water, your soda, whatever you want, whatever you feel like you comfortable with, whatever you going to keep you occupied in that chair. Paste it there, like, you know, like, real feeling, like, you know, like, you, if somebody get punched, you feel it like, ah! Like, oh, no, duck, please, ah! Like, damn. Like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, yo, damn, like, my man got the shit beat out of him. But it's all good. I love the fact that, you know, we do have black content creators that are very entertaining, that are very informative, that are very, you know, keeping my mind on point, making me think different, helping me to resolve some issues, and, you know, just really trying to be a better person on this earth, you know, to the best of my ability. Not going for the okie doke. Not being a fool. You know what I mean? Not being able to be there and collect my gold after the right after at the end of the rainbow. Y'all know my journey has been something else, and no one would believe it because they always want to try to call me bougie. I'm like, I don't even got shit. How am I bougie? Like, that's so insulting. So what is a bougie person if I'm bougie? Just because I won't do that. And if you asked me in advance, I would have told you the truth. We wouldn't be this far if that was your intent. That's why you should keep it real. But that's just not about being bougie. But there's some shit you do need to be bougie. Like, boy, please. What? You understand? Like, no. Sometimes I think. But you know what? You should never be bougie. It's really echelon, like, you know, an upper class person. And that's not me, of course it's not. My friend already said you a bumpkin. I said I surely am. Shit, don't you see B? What's that girl named B? B Love. Be loved and goddamn build an empire of being unhealthy, eating goddamn crabs and all of that shit. Like, okay? Just eating food, everything your mama told you not to do, be loved and built an empire off of. So what we talking about if it's not about you being yourself? Because some people might like that. And the day you can't be yourself and live, I don't know. That's like clipping your wings. And you know what? If you are out here wilding, yes, pump the brakes, clip the wings, pull some feathers, damn it. But when you chilling and just riding the wave and high off of life and dealing with, you know, life as it come to you and the way you handle it, it's like it's blowing through your hair. Well, it appears to be like, imagine yourself with long hair and all of those problems blowing through your hair and you just going on being the same old individual yourself, keeping a positive attitude, still smiling, although you don't got all of this and that, and just trying to get from point A to point B, then you don't have the right to kill that vibe. You understand? You just don't have the right to kill that vibe. Because through all of that I may be going through, guess what? I could be a cancer person. I could be a person with dementia. I could be a person with musculoskeletal issues. I just could be a person that's, you never know, on borrowed time. Let me live. Let me live the way I want to when I'm not out here self-neglecting myself and harming myself just because I'm happy. So you make me really believe what God say. The wicked will gnash it at their teeth. No, gnash it at the righteous with their teeth. You sound like a saber-tooth. Ooh. Like you gnashing at me because I'm happy? Ooh. You sound like a real saber-tooth tiger. Because that's all I think about. Like someone like trying to strike me down because I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, no. I don't deserve that brutal or mental beatdown to confuse me and make me feel as though I'm doing something I'm not. Because I know I'm not. So I don't deserve to be treated like that just because I don't want to lose my mind. Because I have standards. Because I said no. Because I don't agree with whatever. Don't try to tear down London's bridge, okay? Because that's what the fuck I am, if you don't know. I'm London Bridge. Okay? No, I'm not. I'm just talking shit now. But I'm saying, when you have this high, I don't know what to call it. I guess some people will say confidence. But when you have it and, you just have it, people try to make you feel like you should not have it. That's all I own, is that it you see. Do you think I don't wake up every day saying, what can I make better? Oh, should I dress like this? Or I can't dress like this? Or anything. I got to dress down just because, but I figured since I got to dress down or whatever, I'm just going to be myself because something has to change. It doesn't make sense to not look good, not give myself opportunities at different things, to walk in different venues because, the way you dress, if you are dressed like awkward, people's going to deal with you accordingly, like, shoe fly, don't bother me. Yeah. And you will feel a certain way, okay? But I'm not going to treat you like that because you know what? I understand. And I know, like, it's nothing I can do for anyone when they give up. That part. When they make a decision that they don't want to try anymore. It's no amount of money. It's not a coat. It's not a bed. It's just not anything. And I have to feel good about myself when I haven't let myself gotten that far in motherfucking society. You understand? Shit, let's not pretend I fight every day for myself every day because the stuff that I have to walk and see, I be right. I don't see that. I ain't never witnessed a lot of things that I have seen within the last year. You understand? Like, I'm still right to that. It's not like I'm not a person that look through it. I look at it. Like, oh my gosh, are you okay, sir? But, that's too much for me. And that's why God had to move me on because God knew that those people like that, that's what they do. So don't worry about them. But me being a human being in my feelings, relating to the next brother, I'm like gonna stop and show compassion. But some people play on that shit. They really want to be down there. So, I have to get away from that because it's too much for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell? So every day I be fighting to feed myself. I be fighting to stay in control despite my situation, despite what it is. And I be looking up to people that's been in some shit, some real shit, that's been through some things and still got their minds, still move a certain way, that's productive, that's honorable, that's in control, that shows order despite what they've been through. And that's why I look at the Charleston Whites, the Dewberries, you know what I mean? Like, so much coaching and navigating and changing my mind and, everybody, a lot of people, my lifestyle improved from a whole bunch of strangers. As bad as that sounds, you know what I mean? But it wasn't from the people up close and personal because when you're up close and personal, I don't think you tend to be truthful. And I think that sometimes when there's certain behaviors in you, they are in you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't need a lot of things hurting our mental when we already down mentally. Like, you know what I mean? Even like like some of the mental games people play, like showing me like one game was like a feast. Like, oh my gosh, the way, like, the way I was on cloud nine, and then boom, fucking slam right back down to the ground. It was just so awkward. It wasn't right. When it's not right, shit be wrong. You know, when it's right, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like I never want this moment to end, even though it has to end. You know what I mean? But it's your your mind is in another place, and you're actually there, present, enjoying the moment, the time, the man, the drinks, the weed, or whatever you're doing. You enjoying that time, that moment, you know, and you know the difference. You know, some people, they may not be at the top of their game, but the way that they treat you is at the top of their game. And that's why you can look past whatever they're doing, because you know that they have so much love and respect for you, but they fucked up in the game of living. You know what I mean? But even under those circumstances, they come correct to you. Like, you know what I mean? That's like how you're not going to respect and honor a man like that. Fuck how he, you know what I mean, what he's doing to himself, and and how he, you know, he's down on his luck and shit. It's like he's never been out of order towards you. But dig this, he's the one with the problem, and the other ones, they got pride issues. They got manipulative issues. They got untruthful issues. They got all the issues that'll never give you a solid foundation. But again, sometimes people that you care about and care for is going to be more than imperfect. Like, to a degree, like, boy, when you going to get it right type shit degree. Like, damn, I could never expect anything good from you, can I? I'm just saying. I mean, like, you really can when you know, like, you're a person's trying their best. But when you just trying to ride the wave and be manipulative, nothing ever manifests. The higher power, the only higher power there is truly righteousness, because you can't win with nothing else. You can't win with nothing else. You can't even challenge righteousness. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing that wins. That and no. You know? That and no. We are in some real serious times, everyone. I heard the that the pandemic or whatever is back up. The virus, the cold is back up. They saying, some pages are reporting that some places are shutting down schools and businesses. They said it's starting. Some people felt it never went away. I don't know what to think. I just pray to God it don't come my way, in Jesus' mighty name. It's weird, awkward times out here, guys. One of them Haitian guys, they tried to pick me up. They met me at the day shelter, like, The guy, he was like, I tried to talk to you, but you was talking to your friend. I was like, I was. So what did you want to talk about? I love you. I told you to. It was like, you smoke? I said, not cigarettes. I got some weed. Well, I'm going to take care of my business right now. I don't want to smoke anyways. I love you. You do? I was like, you know what? It's time for me to run to the hills. Because that's the whole thing with being homeless, is your face become familiar in that population. And, it's like, you know what I mean? Your face is out there. And it's just like, oh my gosh. It'd be like a couple of people be trying to stalk me. I be looking at one real mean. But he probably like that shit. Like, yeah, it's like every time you. Why every time you? Like, no, not you. Not you. Not you, please. I see what you're doing. Not you, please. I know, right? I'm probably like, say you mean. No, I'm not mean. But it's weird when, like, my mind is not there. Like, 4 people trying to pick me up because when I be through there, like, they're like, I'm like, no, no, don't even be free to talk to me like that. So much be going through my mind, like, that's why I don't dress a certain way. And believe me, we don't know anybody that's before us. I'd be like, no, I'm not. Please. I feel weird in that setting, you know what I mean? But some women are very comfortable with it. But for me, I'm just not. I'm comfortable interacting with the people I know. I don't have to, meet new people. I try to cordial, but truthfully, I don't want to be around that. That's why I don't. I leave. I be like, oh, no. Till I peek my head around that corner in that goddamn kitchen. Then it's like, what? Okay, I'm going to have a good biscuit, a salad, probably a soup or whatever else they serve. Then I'm going to go. So, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate everyone's support. And tune in next time. And I hope I drop something that you can take away. Have a good night.